Egypt, a land of burning deserts, forgotten woes, and tombs that were never meant to be opened. For thousands of years beneath the sands of the Valley of the Kings, one secret slept in darkness. A boy king, buried with unimaginable treasure, protected by something far more terrifying than traps. And in 1922, when humans finally opened his tomb, people began to die.
Some said it was coincidence. Others believed they had awakened an ancient curse. This is the curse of King Tutankhamun. For over 3,000 years, the tomb remained hidden beneath layers of rock and sand in the Valley of the Kings. Most royal tombs had already been robbed centuries ago, but one tomb survived untouched. The tomb of the young pharaoh, Tutankhamun. No one knew it was there until a British archaeologist named Howard Carter arrived. Carter was obsessed. For years, people mocked him. But in November of 1922, his workers uncovered a buried stone step, then another and another, leading downward into darkness. As the workers cleared the staircase, something strange happened. One of the local workers suddenly refused to continue. He stared into the darkness below and whispered, "The dead are awake." That night, a violent sandstorm struck the valley. The workers claimed they heard screams in the wind. But Carter ignored all warnings, because beyond that sealed doorway was glory and treasure. On November 26, 1922, Howard Carter made a small hole in the sealed doorway. Behind it, only darkness. He raised a candle with shaking hands. Hot air escaped from the chamber, air that had not touched the outside world for over 3,000 years. Lord Carnarvon asked, "Can you see anything?" Carter whispered, "Yes, wonderful things." But hidden among the treasures, there was something else. Something watching. That night, nobody slept peacefully. Workers reported hearing footsteps around the camp. Slow, dragging footsteps, as if something wrapped in cloth was wandering through the desert. One guard swore he saw a tall shadow standing near the tomb entrance. The next morning, he was gone. Weeks later, Lord Carnarvon was bitten by a mosquito. The wound became infected. Fever consumed him. Before dying, witnesses claimed he screamed, "It's here, the mummy, keep it away from me." Moments later, he died. And at that exact moment, the lights in Cairo mysteriously went out. The newspapers exploded with terrifying headlines. "The mummy's curse has awakened." After Carnarvon's death, fear spread rapidly. Workers quit. Some refused to even look at the tomb. But Carter continued deeper. Inside the burial chamber, they finally found the sarcophagus. Solid gold, covered in strange symbols. And surrounding it, 4 black guardian statues, each staring directly toward the coffin. Finally, they opened the sarcophagus. Inside lay the mummy of Tutankhamun, wrapped in ancient linen, covered in gold. Then someone noticed something horrifying. The mummy's mouth was slightly open, as if it were trying to breathe. Suddenly, the torches flickered violently, darkness swallowed the chamber. Someone screamed. The mummy moved. After the tomb opening, death followed the expedition. One man died from poisoning. Another disappeared. A photographer reportedly went insane, repeating, "His eyes, his eyes." People became convinced the pharaoh was protecting his tomb. Months later, Howard Carter discovered a hidden passage. Inside were ritual masks, black candles, animal bones, and jars filled with dark liquid. At the center, a second mummy, twisted, its mouth frozen open in silent agony. And then Carter noticed fresh footprints in the dust, as if something had recently walked there. That night, Carter awoke to whispers inside his tent. Outside, a tall figure wrapped in ancient bandages stood silently on a dune, watching him. The figure slowly raised one arm, pointing toward the tomb, then vanished into the darkness. As years passed, more deaths became linked to the curse. Some claimed they saw mummies wandering museum halls at night. Even today, guards have reported whispers, moving shadows, and strange breathing sounds near Tutankhamun's artifacts. Was the curse real? Scientists say no. They claim the deaths were coincidence, but others believe something ancient was disturbed in 1922. Because even after 3,000 years, some doors are never meant to be opened. And perhaps the dead are still awake. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more dark mysteries, ancient horrors, and unexplained legends. And remember, if you ever find an ancient tomb sealed for thousands of years, whatever you do, don't open it.